This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening. It's Friday evening, and it's time to do some art. Welcome to my desk. I've got a project in mind for that bag of goodies. Let me get out here to my YouTube channel to welcome folks in. I hope you all have had a good week and are heading to a good weekend. Let me go to my channel. We got one person out there watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let me get rid of the ads and live chat. Whoever's out there in the balcony, thank you for watching. So, Friday night. This started out being the cutoffs of my padding. I've got a lot of extra strings here. Let me just pull this whole sack out. But then I told you yesterday I started cleaning up. Well, these were odds and ends that were on my TV tray. There's Karen K. Hi, Karen. And these are, see, it started out to be, these are just snippets off of my tatting. And I've done several tats and maybe a little yarn knitting here too. I just don't throw this away. I keep it. And then this was from my batik when I was doing batiks. And I had some more of that here. Oh, here's some more. Some more batik, just snippets. And I put some in my journal, but I have some extra. However, I have a project that I want to do from this. This is cool too. These are some fabric flowers that looked like it was trim, purchased trim. Hi, Becky. You're working on the baby quilt that you started, and you had lunch with. I saw your Instagram. You and your sister are good-looking ladies. Let me tell you, you're good-looking ladies. I'm going, oh, there's Becky's sister that she talks so much about. Now, is that the one that does all the pottery? So what I want to do here, when I was doing my nature journal, I had started this moth butterfly that Rosemary did, and she sent the pattern. The pattern's in this envelope. But I decided what I wanted to do was make a fairy out of it. And I have this lady, and I have some scrap wings here. Now, I think I'll put her on, glue her on a stronger, maybe cardboard or something, because she's pretty flimsy. Oh, that was Rhonda, the math teacher. Oh, okay. Well, this is your youngest sister. And then I just have some other things out here. It's good to see you, Becky and Karen. I've had a quiet day. I got my taxes done and ran them off to the post office this afternoon. But, of course, then the post office box said, we're in a small town, so they close at 2:30 on Fridays, I believe, 2 or 2:30. See, I still got my needle threaded for this. But they said, put it in the blue box outside. And Becky goes, not the blue box. And I'm just hoping it gets picked up tomorrow. I did my part. I got it out there on the 14th. And I suppose because, well, the 15th is tomorrow, but it's also a weekend. So hopefully they'll understand. And I could use that word beauty too. And I got some needles here that need to be taken care of. Let's put, these are just things that were on the TV tray by my chair. And look at these cuties. I'm going to put that with this. I'm going to put this back in the bag and only work with the lady. What did I do with the bag is crinkly. I'm sorry. It's crinkly. Some people like the crinkle sound and some people can't stand it. But we're going to work with we're going to do that fairy lady. Oh, you have until the 18th this year? Oh, that's good. I hated doing them. I thought about filing an extension, but they say, well, you have to pay taxes even if you file an extension. And I'm going, that doesn't make much sense, really. That means you already have your taxes all figured up. So I didn't file an extension. I just didn't want to fool with it. I just worked through it. Not much. Oh, this could go on there too. It's not much for me. We'll see what happens. These are just little bits that were, and this is a Pottery Barn label. Made in Portugal. I don't know what that came off of. Little bits and pieces. And I even have a penny here. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. You have until Tuesday this year. Well, good. So if they don't pick it up in the blue box, I'm going, I don't know if I want to put things in the blue box. All right, the first thing I'm going to do on this is I'm going to attach this pretty lady to a stronger base because she's just a cutout of a magazine. And I could leave this on the back. The grass is always greener on the other side. That fits. Let's put her here. The grass is greener on the other side. Let's see if I can fit that right. Maybe right about in there. So I'm just going to glue stick her on there with this glue stick that the 18th. Well, good. I'm glad. Then I don't have to worry about it. I did my best filling it out. I should have probably went and got some help. But it's been a lot. Because I'm on Social Security now, you have to make over $25,000 before anything is taxable. But still, you have to report. I have YouTube income. I have some separate income. I kind of stumbled over that new thing of digital assets. They ask if you have any digital assets, and I'm going, well, do they mean like crypto? I don't deal in crypto. So I'm going, is my art a digital asset? I'm sure it isn't, but I went ahead and filled it all out the best I could. And I really truthfully think that the IRS is going to be, I'm just a little person. They're after the big fish in the ocean. That, of course, if they get enough little fish, they make a big fish. I'll cut that later. It's so good to see you guys. Becky's working on her quilt. The ass. I'm sorry, that's how it came out. The ass is always greener on the other side. I better put a GR there. I better write that better, or let's put GRA. The grass. I cut off the GR. I'm getting Roy's sense of humor. The grass is greener on the other side. All right, now I want to put this on. Oh, it isn't totally cut out yet. I didn't do much today other than the taxes. That was enough. The grass is always greener on the other side. Now I want to put this one on first, I think, and I just want to put it like this. And then I'm going to put this one on next, sort of as little wings. And then she'll go up in here. And she'll kind of be a fairy. And I have what my camera is on is kind of like a hanger, hook hanger. It's a 3-pronged dryer thing. It's a pole that comes out this way, and then it has extension that way, and this way. And I put my camera, I have one of those clamp deals. I put my camera on the hook that comes this way. On the hook that goes out that way, I got one of those little stuffed owls that we did with Becky. And I think I'll put my little fairy angel on the other side. So yesterday we had to go and get the mower. So you know what that means. The grass is getting taller. And I still have to plant the bulbs. I think it's going to be cooler this weekend. I'm not totally sure. Let's put this on with Fabri-Tac maybe. I think everybody's over at Keisha's tonight. I spent all the money that I can spend at Keisha's for a little while. Oh. I still have a few doctor bills left to pay. I should be getting my check here pretty soon. So and tomorrow, my grandniece plays, she's growing up. She is growing up to be a pretty young lady. Tomorrow she plays volleyball at a consolidated school that's not far from here. She has to travel, but we have to travel to go see her, but the games start at 6:30 and run, not 6:30, 8:30, and run until noon. And I know my brother wants to go, so I'll probably go too. Go and watch him play volleyball tomorrow morning. Now, I want to put her, and I still got my needle threaded from before. Hi, Kathy. How are you feeling? Are you getting better? I hope so. Now, I don't know if I want to stitch her on here. I could just take a couple of stitches through here, through there. And this says, the grass is always greener. That's okay. That's exactly how I'm going to put it. The grass is always greener. And I've got threads hanging here from before. We're just going to kind of stitch her on here. And I don't have to thread my needle because I guess I'll put it through here first. And this, of course, is sloppy stitching. Slow stitching, where I don't have to worry about, is it going to be beautiful or not? I'm just going to put it through here, like so. Oh, I'm going to like this, I think. I might have to tack this down after I get her on here. This one needs to come up more like that. And that one does too, but let's go ahead and put these on. Now, if I had lots of times, I would embroidery on those little pieces, but I don't have lots of time. So I've been looking at the Somerset magazine. I want to do a pick 10. I don't know how many people we're going to have. We got 14 in here now. I wanted to do a pick 10 or a pick 12 tonight. I haven't done one of those in a long time. And I'm not going to do we'll just give some, I'll have you guys give me some prompts and I'll just work from there. Maybe I'll do postcards tonight. Oh, I'm going to have to get out my pliers, I think. Come on. Yeah, hold on. I think I'll do postcards. I have postcards that I need to get ready to send from February and March. I think I had them almost all done, and then I found out that about 5 of the backings I did wrong, so I stopped there, and there it is. It stopped. All right, this isn't going to stay until I... Still alive. There's no fever now. You know, it seems like lately when people have gone on vacation, you're just back from your cruise. I know Tanya and her husband, when they got back from their vacation, both of them were not feeling good. Makes me not want to take a vacation. What's the use of taking a vacation if you're going to get sick? Oh, I'm kind of liking her. Now, I think that I can take this Fabri-Tac and just kind of tack her wings up a little like this. I might take and... No. It's the people-y out there, huh? Yeah. Let's see. If I move this up like this, kind of how I want it, and put my needle, which is here, right in here maybe. Oh, and then I unthreaded it. I don't know why I'm always unthreading my needles. I pull on the wrong thread, that's why. But luckily this has a big eye, so I should be able to get this threaded back. Hi, Lori. Paint Girly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are you working on this weekend? I saw you were doing some ceramic work in your stream. Was it Friday? Don't hold me to anything. Well, no, today is Friday. It would have been yesterday. Would have been yesterday morning. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. It kind of goes like that. And we got to fix this wing too. And this kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it has little fringe off of the, this was a quilt backing here. And I just did a running stitch around it. And this was a doily that I cut up and put over the trim there. I think I'm going to travel back. Yeah, I got that red thread in the way. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, have you and Tammy traded your tassels yet? I put a post in Facebook wanting an update on the swap. Brenda answered, and you and Tammy and Kathy and who are you swapping with, Kathy? I forgot. Leah, I think. Kathy and Leah. They don't have to be mailed out till, I think, after tax. we got a week or so left. Mine will be going out. I'm hopefully get it out by Monday. Have time this weekend to work on it. I'm trying to get as close as I can up there. Yes, wasn't Sharon's mini tin awesome? You did an excellent, excellent job. Yeah, you're trading with Leah. Well, we only had 6 people in the swap, but that's really okay too. It doesn't have to be a big swap, just so that we do what we said we were going to do. I found some more pieces tonight that I want to add to mine. Mine is almost finished. It'll go out next week. Now, I still have tassels to add from those tassels that I made in March. Those green and white ones are sitting here, and I had the giveaway, and I need to get them out. Becky said, I'm quitting on the quilt for today. It's too dark to see. Well, now, even with the lights on. Oh, to see well, even with the lights on. Yeah. I think I'm going to put this on the back right here. I'm going to let this is a piece of tatting. I was just playing with, well, this was actually, I was playing with it. I was counting my stitches. Here, this was the start of a butterfly. But if I put that right here on the back, it'll kind of hide those stitches. And I think I like it right there. And my thread is right there. Although I could stitch it with the red thread instead of the white thread. I think I'll end this white thread. And then I think I can call this little lady done. This was really part of the nature caboodle that I was doing with Rosemary. And it's sitting over there. It's mostly done. It's not completely finished, but I had a lot. Keisha had nature that, I think it was in June of last year. Keisha had nature and a nature mystery box, and Johnny had one, and Rosemary had one, and I was still buying, and I got all 3. That was before I knew I was going to have cataract surgery. All right. Lori says, hi, Sharon. Hi, Allie. Did I miss you? There's Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Oh, I'm loving her. Now, on the back here, I've got this red thread that I was stitching with from before. And I could use this thread, but it's pretty short. I'm just going to let it hang down like a belt. And we got, the grass is always greener on the back of her. And I had to rewrite grass because when I cut this off, it took off the GR. That's Roy's sense of humor. He said he learned how to spell his last name. I giggled at this. He said, I learned not to leave the M out of my last name. His last name is Schmidt, SCHMIDT. And he said, you don't leave the last name, the M out of my last name. All right, let's just stitch this on. So I'm going to kind of come under and up through here. And she needs a hanger. I'll have to see if I got a tatting string that I can hang it with. You just got here? Okay. Hi, Journey. Welcome, 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 Journey. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend to start to the weekend. What are y'all doing this weekend? We're going to the volleyball. It's a volleyball game that my grandniece has, and that's tomorrow morning. We're going to that. That'll probably take the greater part of the morning, and we'll both be tired by the time we get home. Let's see. I think I'm just going to tie a little knot here and then hide my thread. I think that'll hold it. And we'll let those hang, and then I'll just take and hide my thread down here in the body. I made nature dolls. They're in one of those boxes behind me. I think I made close to 12 of them in that nature box. Rosemary had those nature dolls. All right, let's take and snip this off. How are you guys up for doing a pick 10? Oh, she needs a hanger yet. Oh, I'm loving this. Let's see what I have in this little tin. Let's see if I have a string of tacks that I can use for it. A hanger. Something like this. Yes. I can just put it like so. I might have to have I don't think I have a longer one. I have these that came in this one's longer. This came in that box of tatting thread and lace pieces. Maybe I'll use that. It's a little longer. Angie said, I just came in to say hello. Yeah, Angie's cheerleading over at Keisha's tonight. Keisha's been on all afternoon. I can't go to Keisha's, Angie, or I'll spend money I don't have. So the best thing for me to do is say, I love you, Keisha, but I got to stay away. All right, so I'm going to, I think, can I just glue this on? I think I'll just glue it on because I don't want to sew her head. And I think we're going to do a pick 10 or pick 12. We'll do a pick 10 with alternates. I'm going to do postcards, I think. And we'll let this dry. I'm making the hanger quite large so that I can get it over that dryer rack, that's coat rack type thing. But there she is. Now I'm just going to set her aside and let her dry. And let's do a list for the pick 10. I've got the word that says beauty, but I'll use that on something else. Where's the cap to this? Give Penelope the needle. So that was just finishing up a project that, where'd she go? It's just finishing up a project that I started this summer. Part of a project. And yeah, I'm liking her. I'll just set her over there. And I was cleaning up around my recliner, that TV tray that sits by my recliner, and I always get all sorts of stuff on it. Oh no, I dropped it. Well, I'll have to dig it out from under the cliff. I had an extra bottle of ink refresher. Okay. I think let's do a pick 10. And look, I already have postcard. I was going to do this, I think. I was going to cut this. Was I going to do a pick 10 before? I already have postcards here. I have postcards already marked here. So, let's get out a piece of paper and I'll have you give me some prompts. And I might mix up the prompts but I'm not going to do the random org thing. Hold on a second. I got all my waxes out here. I don't want to knock those over. Oh. Mary's so organized, I tell you. I don't know how I got so organized. I'm going to have to get some more copy paper. I've been using all my brother's copy paper. I feel like doing a pick 10 postcards tonight. And that'll probably take me most of the night. Let's adjust my camera down a little. And can you see it all? I have tea, I have black cherry tea. Every time I drink black cherry tea, I think of, here's those other batiks that I thought I had. Batik scraps. I think of Cheryl every time I drink black cherry tea. Because she likes black cherry tea, I found out. What size do you use for your postcards? I think these are 3.5 by 5.5. I think that's the minimum size. But Becky said she sent them out a bit smaller than that. I think, if I remember right. Let's see, these are 5.5 by 3.5. And I got 8. I've got 16 of them here. I've got those other postcards that I did with the folk art bird on it. I need to finish those up too. I have a lot of things I need to finish up. All right. I have such small space on my desk. I'll tell you. All right, we're going to do the prompts first. Now, put some of my stuff away that would help. And I left these wax chips out because I wanted to do some more wax seals. All right. You know, I should, though, write these in my journal. Let's write them on. Let's write them on the back of this lady that I did the other day. We'll just write them right in there. The prompts. I'll leave the paper on it. So this is a pick. We'll do a pick 10. We won't do the 12. So this is pick 10. And this is 4, 14, 23. If you guys would have told me that taxes weren't due until the 18th, I probably would have procrastinated some more. I hated doing it. Becky said she does 3.5 by 5.5. Somebody told me that you could go a bit smaller, but I don't think so. I think 3.5 by 5.5 is the minimum size for, or the standard size for a postcard. Or maybe I was going to do 4 by 6, and Becky said she did 3.5 by 5.5. All right, I want 10 prompts, 1 and 2 alternates. So I'll just have you guys give me prompts. It doesn't have to be any theme, whatever comes to your mind, and we'll have alternates. And one of my alternates is going to be a wild card. And of course, when that happens, look what I do on the back. Yep. Scrape with spring green. That's a good way to start it. Scrape with spring green. Karen says, I mean 6 by 6. I mean by 5. Oh, okay, Karen. I need prompts. Magazine image. Hi, Sharon. Oh, yeah, you came in. We said hello to you. Magazine image. I like that one, too. magazine image. Pretty good deal. 3.5 by 5, Karen says. Okay. Fabric, Kathy says. Fabric. Circles. Thank you, Lori. Circles. Stencil. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, I'm at 92%. I should be okay. Blue paint. Beck says, see mine. Stamp with a household item. Thank you, Becky. Stamp with household item. Oh, I can't type either, Karen. I totally understand. Flowers. Carlana. Hi, Carlana. It's good to see you. Gold. One more. One more. Thank you for the gold. But, oh, then we need two other. I got a wild card. We need two other alternates. 1, 2, 3. Flowers. We got gold. 2 alternates. I'm letting you guys pick. I'm patient. I'll have a sip of tea. I have flowers twice. I do. Thank you. We need 3 more. Animal or bird? Animal or bird? I didn't even notice that. You can never have too many flowers. That is so true. Give me flowers. I should do a video. Our daffodils are so pretty out in the front yard. They're coming up so nice. Music. 1 more and we'll call it done. Book pages, Sharon said. Book pages as an alternate. I missed you, Sharon. All right, this is good. Let's start out with scraping that beautiful spring green paint. Now I'm going to do 2 sheets because I want postcards. And I think I can handle 2 of them. I'll do 1 and let the other one, let 1 prompt dry. And so the first prompt we're going to do is scrape with green, spring green. And I've got this beautiful parakeet green just sitting right out here. And I like to scrape a thin layer of paint. I like doing that. And I will probably get my desk all dirty unless I put some wax paper down. So let me reach for the wax paper. It's warm in here. Woo! I think it's going to get cooler next week here, though. I don't think we can call winter completely over. I think we might get a surprise. I'm reaching for my wax paper. It's way down here. My shoulder is getting much better. Hold on. I got books in the way. I have got to clean up this room. I did some house cleaning the other day, though, and that I was so proud of it. Well, where is that going off to? it's traveling. My box of wax paper. The more I reach for it, the more it goes under the cart. Come on, get out of there. Ah, it's the store brand. I like Reynolds, but for a desk sheet, it's fine. And I've got all this stuff over here on the left. Let me reach for. I had a basket. I had a basket here. Let me clear my desk a little so I have some working room here without knocking things over. Just take all of it. We'll leave Penelope here. Oh, we want to leave my lady butterfly. All of these. It's just amazing how this stuff piles up on my desk. Totally amazes me. There's my finger that I was using to touch that wax with, I think, the other day. I got this little basket. I started putting bobby pins in that basket. I'm going to leave that out. Woo! It is warm in here. I'm sweating to beat 60. And, well, I guess that's a little better. I have working room here. Paint, glue stick. All right. Yep. All right. So scrape with green paint is the first prompt. And is my camera crooked or is it I think it's my desk. Let's straighten that out a little. Put Penelope out of the way. I guess they're both crooked. I'm just getting set up here. I think my camera's a little crooked. Yep. I don't know which way to turn it. That way? There. Okay. Ha! Some wax paper. Maybe I'll do 2 sheets, but it tends to float around on my desk. You guys probably are all done with prompt 1. Meri's just getting set up. We used to do when we picked 10, we would wait till everybody was done before we went to the next prompt, but we kind of quit doing that. I haven't done a pick 10 in a long time. Hi, Dana. Thank you, Allie K. We're doing a pick 10, Dana. And I saw you were on with Becky. Was it last night? Ooh, this needs a little shaking, I think. That's okay with the bubbles. And we'll just, it's a little thin. This is a little thin. I might have to come back with more green after I let it dry a little. We'll do the other one. I'll tell you, doing things like this doodling and doing pick 10s, doing this type of thing. If you can't get your mojo going, this is a good way to improve your mojo. Oh, that's fairly good. Now, I'm going to set it, oh, I need some in the corner over here. I'm going to set it aside and do the other one, and hopefully it'll have more. And my paper, of course, is curling up on me. It's bristleboard paper. What did I do with the other one? It's here, I promise. But they'll even out. And as I work, if I get stuff on the other side, so be it. That just happens when you do this type of work. Scrape with green paint. And as I was cleaning out, I did find a whole bunch of postcard stamps. Nancy Gill, Hudson Sailor, had sent me for Christmas, not this past year, I think it was the year before last, about three packages or 2 packages of postcard stamps. And I never used them. And I found them, or I think I found them. I found a whole bunch of postcard stamps. So I have stamps. I can't use that excuse. This side's a little thicker. A little more to this. I might put another coat on that other one. But this dries pretty fast because you're scraping it on there. So you're getting a real thin layer. There we go. All right, now let's trade and go back and put another coat on this, and we'll call, see how thin that is. Oh my goodness, it needs more. My shirt collar is, when I went to mail I went about 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and I waited. I'm in a small town, and I waited till I was sure nobody was around because, oh, I'm getting pretty well down to the bottom of this, I think. I was just running around with the house stuff on. I didn't want to see me. I didn't comb my hair. I didn't want anybody to see me. I think I'm going to have to get me some more of this parakeet green. I'm going to turn it upside down in the rack over here. Might want to use it again. Hopefully this will give it a nice second coat here. And you know, this is just background. Okay, fairly good. Not totally perfect, but all right, we're going to put that aside and bring the other one out. And we'll dry this one a little. Heat gun alert. Do I need to zoom out a little? No, I don't think so. I'll leave it just like it is. Let me just, it's almost dry, but let me give it a quick dry here. When you scrape a thin layer of paint like this, it dries pretty fast. And it flattens out as it dries. So right now, I'm not concerned. My line marks are on the other side. I'm not concerned with where the images or whatever might be on here. I'm not concerned with that. It'll be, you know, like when you cut it up, the pieces fall in different places, and it usually turns out pretty good. Isn't that a pretty color, Sharon? All right, let's go to the second one. And the second prompt is magazine image. Now, this is one thing that I think I'll hold off on until after I cut them, because I want an image on every postcard. So I'm going to put mine on hold. If you want to work on yours, you can. The next image is fabric. I'm going to put hold on mine. Hold till the end. The third image, the third prompt is fabric. See, unless I had a total magazine image, and you know I do, I have those. Maybe well, no, because then I'm going to hold it. Let's go to fabric. And I got fabric. And I'm going to use that Fabri-Tac to put my fabric on with. And let's see what I have here. I got ticking. Oh, I don't want to. I guess it's pretty dry. Pretty dry isn't totally dry. I've got this blue. I could cut that up. I've got gold, and I got the black and the ticking. I got this that I did that's so dark though. I did those flower pots with. I'm looking. So what I want to use. No, none of these except for that blue interests me. So I'm going to roll this back up. You know what I have is that fabric, and I don't know what I did with it, that I got at the store the other day that had those rabbits on it. What did I do with that? Of course, you know, if I want to use something, I won't find it in the middle of a stream. Let me turn around and see if I can put my hands on it. Journey says, hi, Carlana. I'm sorry I missed you. Carlana says, I don't go out much. Journey says, yes, Kathy, I love painting the little characters. I need to get it out again. I'm kind of going for this. Oh, you know what else I have? I have that batik. I could put little pieces of that batik that I did. What did I put them in that basket, I think. Let me turn around, and probably easier to find those than. See what I want? Let me see. I had them out. And I said, here are more batik fabrics. Here they are. We could put those on there. I like the idea of doing that. That way I get to use my batik. I want to do more batiking. Rosemary had a batik. Well, I guess it wasn't a caboodle. It was kind of like a project that she did. And some of this really goes with it too. So if I just kind of tear these, I have more than that. Let's see what I have in this. I have some in. I think that's it. I should be able to get 16 pieces out of that. This is too dark. Well, maybe not. We're going to tear it. Like, I really like this. So 3.5 by 5.5. If I just tear this like right there, where am I put my scissors? I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. I'll get 3 out of this. So there's 8 there. Now I just need 8 more. Some will be longer, some will be shorter but fatter. So there's 3. That's scrap. No, that's I cut it. I'll put that up there. So there's 8. I'm going to use that whole piece. 9. Oh yeah, we'll get it. 10. 11. 12. 13, 14. I think I have about 18 here, not counting this. If I need, I'll use this. This is too dark for me for this. Both of those are. Let's tear these in pieces. This is fun to do, I have to say. So 1. Well, I got to make sure that I'm putting these right, though. They go this way. So 1, 2, and then about 3.5. Let me get my ruler out so I can kind of guesstimate here. So 3.5 would be here, so I would put it right in here. And I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac again. And I need 4 of those. 8 of them. All right. Now I've got to do the other sheet, but we'll do this one first. Yeah. I don't need this anymore. Let me put it away. Good night, Kathy. Have a good weekend. I bet you are tired. I'm tired for you. All right. So my postcards go 5.5 this way, 5.5 this way. So they end right about there. Right about there. Let me put my ruler there. I get the other ruler. Need a T-square. So 5.5 comes, 5.5 and 5.5 is 11, and that's what this is. This can come down a little. 5.5 right in there, approximately. Now let me move this. So then by 3.5, so we'd go 3.5 there. Now, do I want them center? I don't think I'll center them. I think I'll just put them like that. 3.5 and 7. So I think I'll put the other one kind of like this. 7, 10.5. So probably right about in there. And then like this again. Now, when I cut this, it'll, you know. So we're going to put this one here. And I don't know about, don't know if I want strings hanging. I moved my sack to get to that fabric. I moved my litter bag sack here. Put it back. So there. This can come up a little. And down, something like that. It don't have to be perfect. But I think those go. Now, to get these down, I'm going to glue with this Fabri-Tac, but I'm going to glue it right along the edge, and I should probably, I need another scrap paper. And it's hard to tell with batik which is the front and which is the back. I think this is the back. And I'm just going to glue it. And maybe I'll use that rubber finger. Where did I put that rubber finger? Oh, of course, I can't find it if I want it. It was out here. Here it is. Maybe I'll spread that glue with the Fabri-Tac with this rubber finger. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. They're kind of small for my fat fingers, but all right. And I'm just going to glue first around the edge. And then maybe I'll do a little in there, and I'm going to spread it with my so I don't get my finger all messy. All right, and I'm going to put it right, because I'll get this finger all messy. I'm going to put it right in there. And I need a half of this doing the Pick 10 is hunting for the things you need and making the decisions. But I already like this. I have to tell you, I'm already liking it. I think that's going to hold it quite nice. All right. So 3.5 is there. And let me move along down the line. I think this is the back. Kind of spread it with my finger. And so 3.5 is right here. So I'm going to put this one right up in here. And I might have to come back later and snip off some of these threads. But look, it's kind of gathered there. Can I smooth that out? Yeah. Fairly smooth. If I can get these threads. What did I do with those little scissors? Did I put them back in there? Of course not. All right. So 7 between 7 and 10.5, maybe right about in here. And it's hard to tell which is the front and which is the back of this, and that's the beauty of batik. The front and the back look almost the same. So I don't think it's going to make a big difference. Depends on what you like, I guess. What appeals to you at the time. And I'm going to use my finger. And so we want it between 7 and 10.5. So maybe right about in here. Maybe up a little. Right in there. I'm liking this. I have to tell you, I'm liking it. Where's my other piece? So between 10.5 and 14 is the other piece. I think that's probably the back here. I'll wipe off my, give it a separate little, wipe off the nozzle here. Becky says, I'm back. Welcome back, Becky. Becky had lunch with her sister today, and I saw the picture that she posted on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram. Couple of good-looking ladies there. What'd you have, Becky? What'd you have to eat? I made my brother, I gave him $7 yesterday when we went out to get that lawnmower. I wanted some Fritos and pop. And he said they didn't have, I wanted squirt. He said they didn't have squirt. And then he said, because it was hot riding in his pickup. And so today, when he went to the mail, I said, would you give me some Fritos and pop? And I munched on those this afternoon. I was bad. I didn't eat the whole bag, though, I promise. But I drank all my pop. I had lemonade. He still couldn't find, I like squirt pop. And he couldn't find squirt. So he bought me some lemonade. I thought, he's a good brother. Sometimes I get a little annoyed with him, but I have to say, he doesn't mind. But, you know, I'll do things for him, too. Like, I'll go to the store, and if I notice he loves his oranges. And if I notice he's running low on oranges, I'll get him a bag of oranges or a package of them, a sack of them. And then I'll bring them home. He says, oh, you bought me oranges. That's because you bought my Fritos the other day. All right, I'm losing them now. Where did that other one go? Well, I'll find it when I get to it, I guess. Here. It's off over here. Yep, I'm slow doing this. This is the third prompt, but I skipped the second one because I want to do it. I think the magazine image, I want to do it toward the last because they'll probably be my focal image. And let's just kind of put it kind of in line with that other one. Maybe down a little. These are going on nice. I could mail these They're nice. They're on there nice. I'll pull the threads off of this one. Now the threads are on my finger. A veg sandwich and loaded potato soup. Mmm, yummy. That sounds delicious. Well, I got thread all over my fingers here. No matter how safe I try to be. All right. I think I like this side better. I was watching, and you know what? I keep forgetting the name of that lady's channel. I'm going to have to make a note and put it in my journal. But she does a lot of DIYs, do-it-yourselves. And she was showing all these uses for old books. And like she stacked up stacks of old books that were relatively the same size in 4 piles. And she made a tabletop for them, and she made a little coffee table with the books were the legs. Very interesting. And of course she did the other things like cut a niche in there and, you know, do an altered type book. She did that. And I forget the other thing she did, but I enjoyed watching that. I was thinking, you know, I have all those books upstairs. I should do something with them. And I'm not talking about my mom's books. I'm talking about the ones I got at book sales and everything. They'll be having another book sale in August, which really isn't that far away. And I'll want to go to that. All right. Now, if I were only doing 8, I would stop there and go to the next prompt. But I'm doing 16. Oh, I didn't put this other fabric away. We're done with that. I decided to use the batik. So, see, I got my lines here, 3.5 by 5.5. And this is the one that doesn't have as much. I'm going to kind of roll it this way a little. Flatten it out a little. So, I've got 1, 2, 3. Be patient with me while I look for all my batik fabric here. 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'll have plenty. 7, 8. I think I'll take this one off and put that one there. Hi, Chris. We're doing a pick 10, Chris. I'm only on the, well, this is the 3rd prompt, but I skipped the 2nd one. The first prompt was scrape spring green paint. The 2nd prompt was magazine image, and I'm holding that off. I'm doing postcards. And the 3rd prompt is fabric, and I'm using some of the batik fabric leftovers from the caboodle. Or not the caboodle, the fabric, the batik kind of a class that Rosemary did, Rosemary Morris. And when I came on, I did this little, also Rosemary did a nature caboodle, and she did hers was a moth butterfly, but I didn't get the entire thing done. So what I did tonight was I added this lady's head to it. I just stitched it on there and put some little cloth pieces there. The wings were already stitched on in the body. And then I put a piece of my tatting on the back. And I'm going to hang that up here on my stand where I have my camera. So let's see if I can go a little faster now. I kind of have a decent idea of what I'm doing. Oops. And I'm using Fabri-Tac to put bits of fabric on these postcards. And it seems to be holding it quite nice. Whoops, there's, you know, I think I'll switch some of these out because I thought I like them better. Now, some of this. Clean off the nozzle on this glue bottle. It gets a little gummy up there. Thank you, Chris. And I think I'll come way up, maybe over a little. Right in there, maybe. Maybe over this way a little. And notice I'm putting these straight up and down. I'm not slanting any of them. I could slant, but I'm not. I'll just leave them up and down because that seems to be what I'm doing. We could get a little more creative with it, Meri. Yeah, got thread on that. Let me clean this off. Yicky poo. It's a little messy, but it's holding the fabric down really nice. All right, I only got 4 more to go. Ew, sticking to my finger. I don't have any. Let's put a little glue on there if I can. I might have to catch that. There we go. All right, we got 4 more to go here. Of course, when I do postcards, I can't do just 4. I have to do 16. That's why it takes me all night to do this stuff. But lucky me, I already had the paper. I must have was going to do this postcards at another time. I had the postcards all marked off on the back of these sheets, so that helped. I'm just kind of going around the edges with this Fabri-Tac, and then I'm putting some in the center. Then I'm taking this rubber tip fingertip that I got at the Dollar Tree to use to spread it out. Susan sent me a glue spreader. I have it here somewhere. I never have things available when I need them. It's just a part of what I am. I have to hunt. But you know, my stuff always seems to come out. I just got 2 more here. Bear with me. And I got gunky all over my fingers. All right. Ooh. I think I like this side better. What time is it? 8:56. It's almost 9 o'clock already. And I was going to quit at 10. I'm not planning on streaming or anything tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to my grandniece's volleyball game tournament. Is that tucked under? Yeah, there we go. But still, we have to be there at 8:30. My brother said, if you're awake, wake me up at 7. Because he's got to have his coffee and, you know, mess around before we leave. So I'll have to set my alarm for at least 7:15. He likes to go to his granddaughter's events, and she goes fishing with them. They never ask me to go fishing. I guess they think I'm not interested. I wouldn't fish, I would sketch, but they never ask me to go. They never ask my nephew's wife either. I guess they think we're women and we're not interested in fishing, but my little grandniece, I think she kind of outfishes all of them. She kind of calls the fish to her hook. I'm peeling glue off of my fingertips and thread. I've glued thread to my fingertips. One more. Thank you for your patience with me while I put this fabric on here. And we'll put it down a little. All righty. So there we go. Now let me clean this off here so that the next time I use it, it will be, and let me get rid of these towels because they're yucky. Take the protector off. I needed gloves on. My hands feel all yucky, but they're going to get yuckier. Kind of slow in chat, but I thank you all for coming in. Those pastel fabrics are great. Allie K, they really, see, this is kind of, I guess what you call it, serendipity, because these were, I did not throw my scraps away from my batik projects. And these were just experiments with my batik projects, and I think I put them in the journal that I made. I had a bird on it. And these were the scraps left over. I lined the pages of those journals with kind of a batik washi tape type thing. And these were the ends of it. All right, the next prompt 4 is circles. Oh, well, that should go pretty fast, huh? What color should I do the circles? I'm thinking, I think a lavender, a dark lavender, or a rose colored would look nice. Rose, or even a dark blue would look nice. And I'm going to do my circles with this, and what else do I have here? Surely I have something in here. That's a, Becky let me know what that was. I didn't know what that was, and she said, you put it on your finger when you're stitching, Meri. I don't see anything in there. These are kind of big, but we'll go with it for now. This has kind of little ridges. I wonder what kind of a, we're going to see what that does. I'll get that piece of paper out here to try it. And I'm going to put my paint, let's see, I'm going to do them with paint. Put my ruler away, I don't need those anymore. And I may not use that larger Play-Doh one. Let's see. I have a cobalt blue, and I have Georgia clay would look nice on there too. Rose, I've got, that's Georgia clay. Let me turn the, don't think I have any rosy color. I've got reds and oranges, but let's go with this and see what happens. I'm going to do it on this paper first because I want to see, this kind of has little ridges on here. That might look nice if I can get it. Shake it up a little. I'll put these fabrics back over here. And take my palette knife and kind of oh. I could kind of see the ridges on there, not like what I was expecting. Now I got it dirty. That's not what I was thinking. Clean it off. It won't be perfectly clean because I don't get stuff perfectly clean, but it will be better. Those ridges are really kind of too small. I don't think you guys can see them. That's not what I'm wanting. So, I suppose just a paint cap. Put my awl away. I had my awl out when I was, let's see what I have here. I want something to make circles with. I'm looking, oh, this is a spray bottle cap. Let's see how that works. I don't need big ones. I'm not into the big circles tonight. Put that back. Yeah, that works. But do I want that color? think I like the blue better. We'll keep that out for now. Let's put some blue out there. I think this paint, because it's awfully warm in here, and it's been warm in here this summer, I think that this paint gets thinner when it's warm, although this isn't too bad. Donkey up here at the top. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think I like the blue better. And we're just going to Of course, I'd be all night at this. I don't have to do it on the entire page. I can do it. Is anybody reading any good books? I finished my book of Ada Lovelace, Enchantress of Numbers. I was going to go to the library yesterday, but my brother wanted to go get the lawnmower, so, and he needed help. The guy at the, he bought it at the Honda. It's a Honda mower, and they help him load it up in the pickup, but he needed somebody to unload it. It's not, wasn't too heavy if two of us do it. I couldn't do it by myself. And I keep telling him he needs to get ramps for his pickup. And he just because I say it, he doesn't think it's necessary. So we lift it up. He does most of the heavy part. I lift, but he handles most of it. I think he worries about me, especially with my arm, my shoulder. He said, "Is your shoulder safe?" Let me wipe that little spot. These towels are cheap towels, and when they tear like that. So we got our lawnmower all serviced. So Meri can push the lawnmower around. Won't be long and we'll be mowing. I need to get out there and pick up sticks in the yard. I'll be doing that too. Well, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for circles for that one. We'll put that aside and let it dry. Get this other one out. Boy, this one looks blank now. See, you see this one. You see this one. And then you see this one. That other one needs circles for sure. I'm having craft lunches here. Papers are flying everywhere. All right, let's put on my bag of stitching and my scrap sheet. All right. I think I prefer the blue ones. We'll just leave the Georgia clay. I guess I'll wipe it off with that sheet. Oops, that one got a little messy. We'll have to put a magazine image there or something. I need some more. We'll put my Georgia clay back. Good night, Becky. Have a good evening. She says, I'm off to bed. Yeah, I know Friday nights get a little, people are ready to call it a weekend. People are ready to call it a weekend, a week. Becky's been working on quilts, and she crocheted a dragonfly, and she did this antique doily. She's been getting all this wonderful fabric at the Goodwill. Although I will say I did find some really nice banding fabric. I must have just, that was a couple years ago, and I really like it. So I can't complain too much. I do find every now and then. I think I'm going to leave that. These circles will all fall into the background as I do other prompts. It's fun to do a pick 10 for once. Whoops, that one got a little hidden. And I want you guys, I don't want you to feel like you have to stay in here if you're tired and need to go to bed. I'll just continue working on my project here. All right. I might quit at 10 o'clock anyway, no matter where I'm at, because I could always finish these Sunday night. It'll give me something to do on Sunday night. Let me put this one aside. And now I'm going to have trouble with there. And I'm just going to take this paper and smash it on here. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to take this. Ooh, it kind of bled through. Here, I'm done with that blue. Let's put it back. If I can find a spot for it. I'm going to pull this over a little. Put that in the water. All right, the next prompt. I might have to hit a little of this with the heat gun. The next prompt is prompt 5, and it's stencil. Look, blue paint. Stencil. So, let me see what I have here. I'm thinking. I've got letters, and I've got all sort of cords over on front of my stencils. Let's see what stencils I have that I want to use. Oh, I have Christmas. I kind of like these squares. Maybe I'll do those. I got the ruler too. That would be fun to do. Snowflakes. I think I'm just going to settle for those two. I'm not going to do a big oop-de-doo. And put these back. Let's give this a little bit of a dry. Did I unplug it? I unplugged my heat gun, of course. You guys, I've got to get in here and clean this room. I was in a cleaning mode the other day, and it looks so nice out there. Now I need to clean in here. And I think my brother really appreciated it. Of course, you know who pushes the vacuum. It's not my brother, it's me. My brother does do some things. He takes the trash out. He hooks the dishwasher up. All right, I'm thinking I'll use ink. And I'm thinking I'll do these numbers, these tape measure. 25, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 44, 45, 47. These aren't, the numbers don't have any, they're not in any order. And I'm thinking I'll just use ink, black ink. We'll see. I might have to revert to paint. Get a sponge out here. We'll try one and see how it works. And I just want to do, we'll do this border here first. We'll see how this looks. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I think I'm going to quit at 10 o'clock tonight. And I have to say, if I'm awake, I might come on early tomorrow morning and finish this up. But I may not be awake either. So if you happen to be up, you might check. Oh, I'm liking that a lot. You guys can't see it very well, but it's got a nice, it shows up pretty good. So let me finish. this line, and then I'll have to figure out where the other line starts right about here. It goes up and down. Let's just start it right in there. Maybe move it down just a teeny bit. I think paint would be too globby for this. These little line marks are pretty fine. So this is the fourth prompt. I skipped the second one, which was image. And the fourth prompt is use a stencil. And I'm using this tape measure. Tim Holtz tape measure stencil. Oh, I'm liking it. I don't know if I can get up tomorrow morning or not. And if I don't, when I probably won't, to tell you the truth, I'm not feeling it. But I'll finish these Sunday night. I'm not in any big hurry to do this stuff. This is just play. This is just for fun. I don't want to keep you guys all night. I appreciate you giving me a part of your Friday night, especially when there are so many other places you could be. I appreciate you coming in here and at least saying hello and that. Truly appreciated. All right, so the next line is right about here. So right about in there. I'll have to think about what kind of a image I want, magazine image I want to put in here. I like historic images. I go for the history books when I'm looking for books. But I will tell you, if you buy history books, you can count on 2 or 3 chapters being World War I and World War II. I mean, they do a good job, but after so many history books, you get tired of seeing about all the killing. I do anyway. And you know, you don't want to change history, but I don't really want an art journal about wars either. So, who was showing a book? Was it Lisa? She got a book that, yeah, I think it was Lisa. I was in Lisa's stream on Monday. She was showing this book of botanicals and everything she got. It was really cool. That would be nice on here. See if I can find some floral image book. Or I could do that for the magazine images. Use a Bird in Bloom magazine. Don't know if I have one, but all right. I'm liking that. I don't know how much you guys can see of it, but the numbers on there, you see them pretty good. And I'm just going to do them on the edge, one edge here. Now we're going to do the other side. It won't take too long to do these. Boy, I'll tell you, they look bare though. They look bare without them. Once you've done them on one, ooh, I'm going to have to try this. Once you've done them on one, the other one looks bare. Yep, I might stop at 10 o'clock because I've only got a half an hour and it's 9:25. I might stop at 10 o'clock and finish these on Sunday night. I'm liking what's happening with them. And there's nothing wrong with doing them. And maybe I'll do another project on Sunday night like I did the little butterfly lady tonight. I finished her up. So I feel like I'm pretty productive. There we go. Oh, that's down a little, but that's okay. I'll put a line or something down there. I was thinking pattern tissue paper would look nice on here. Tea bags. Oops. I'll put some lines in between there if I can. Just the lines. Yeah, that worked. Now, I have to be aware of where the next line is here, so I want it right in there. I have to say, the stream's gone pretty fast tonight. It's already 9:30, or almost 9:30. I started at 7:30. Those 2 hours went pretty fast. I used to go all night, but it tires me out, and I'm worth nothing the next day. I'm worth nothing the next day. Chris had to go. Good night, Chris. She's probably long gone, but still. Chris is from Mexico. She's got a channel. She does really nice artwork. She streams on Sunday mornings, early in the morning. I try, if I go on Sunday mornings, and sometimes I do, especially if there's something I want to get done, I try to get off before she comes on. I see her around 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 Central. She might be Eastern. I don't know what time. I asked her once, but I missed it. And even if I got it, I don't remember. But she comes on, I know she comes on Sunday mornings. And Becky, on Wednesday, when she did her Wednesday stream, she also streamed, I think, on Tuesday. I missed her Tuesday stream. I think she did her haul on Tuesday. I missed that. But on Wednesday, she was sharing channels. And yeah, I learned some new channels from Becky's stream. Like I don't have enough channels to watch. But it's always fun to learn of new people. And I think she's going to do it again. I don't know exactly when. But she said the next time we do it, she wants to focus on smaller channels that are trying to grow. And I thought that was a good idea. All right, one more here. This one kind of went crooked, but that's okay too. And I do not wash my stencils unless they get real grody. Some people might call that grody. And I'm not going to do the square one. This is enough. I'm going to save my sponge. So we're going to call that done. I'm happy with that. What is the next prompt? We're ready for prompt 5. And that is, hold the phone, my ink away. Prompt 5 is blue paint. Blue paint. I got blue paint on here. I don't know. I could put blue paint in the center of these circles. And I could use that Bimini blue. Maybe that's what I'll do. And let's see. I like that Bimini blue. It's a really pretty blue. It's kind of a teal blue. I also like the ocean blue. Let's get out that Bimini. Bimini blue is kind of a teal, and it would go good with this spring green, I think. And we are just going to take, and I'm going to work out of the cap, I think. No, I think I'll come back down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another color of blue in these circles. And we'll see how this works. And let's use this brush. And I'm just going to, yep, that gives it some dimension, I think. I think I'm liking that. So this is my blue paint prompt. This is the 5th prompt. Ooh, I don't want to cover up that 2 though. We'll leave him. That's kind of cool, I think. I'm liking it. And I don't have to make sure it goes clear out to the edge. I can leave some green peeking through if I want. I have to say, this is kind of fun. We have to do this more often. The Pic 10s. Looks like I got a little black ink on that. I'll have to maybe touch that up with some spring green. We kind of got, well, what happened was everybody was doing Pic 10s and Dirty Dozens, and we kind of got inundated. And so a lot of us who were doing them kind of slacked off doing them. I think Beth Schuler still does them, and Janet Nash does her prompts. Her prompts are different though. She has some unusual prompts. You guys know that. And her prompt games are always fun, and she only does 6 of them. And then she always has a quote with them. And I like her prompts. But I just can't get myself going on Monday mornings to follow along. I don't follow Dee Dee on Monday mornings either. And I've been missing Dee Dee a lot. I try to watch Dee Dee on Wednesdays, but sometimes I just don't get it done. Dee Dee was in my stream the other morning. I'm liking this a lot. This is working for me. And maybe before Sunday night, maybe I'll get those other postcards, at least the ones that I have the backs for. I don't want to cover up that 25. The ones I have the backs for, I will stitch, because I want to stitch the backs on to the black postcards. Maybe I can work on those before Sunday night. I don't want to cover up my numbers. Although I could put the numbers back in again, but we'll just kind of... I need more. You know, I've been streaming for going on, well, next month. I started streaming. Now, I started my channel in 2013, but I started streaming in 2016. In June of 2016 is when I started streaming. And it'll be 7 years in June coming up that I've been streaming. And I started out on Friday nights, and I was so worried that nobody would watch me on Friday nights. And I still get people watching me, but there's so much going on now. It's kind of slowed down on Friday nights, but I still do it because it's kind of my art time, to tell you the truth. When I come in here and stream with you guys, this is kind of my art time. I really don't come in here much. I do my needlework away from this room, but I don't come in here and work by myself a lot. I usually, no, this is my art time that I'm sharing with you guys on Friday nights. And we've had a lot of fun over the years. Told stories. I'm trying to get into a new storytelling genre. I haven't really figured it out yet. We started out with Fibsville, and we have several storytelling videos about Fibsville, and then it went to Fibdiggity. Not quite as many Fibdiggity tales, but they're there. And we got into Ruby Rose, who's our little gnome character, Ruby Rose. And she has a brother, too. And I was, for a while there, when Janet Nash did her prompts, I would listen to her do her prompts, and I would sketch Ruby Rose pages based on Janet's prompts. And I I got out of doing that because I guess I sleep in on Mondays. But I'd like to get into another storyline. Lena tells stories too. She tells some good ones, I hear. I don't get out there either. But I'm thinking about storytelling. I like to do storytelling. All right, I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking what's going on. And look, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Now, take a look at this. This one looks bare. No, we'll do it. We'll get her in there. And I am going to quit it at 10 o'clock tonight. I'm kind of tired. I shouldn't be tired. Doing my taxes tired me out. Thank you, Allie K, for dropping the prompts in. This is a Bimini blue, which is kind of a teal blue. It looks almost green on here. No, I guess to you guys it looks blue. It's kind of a teal color. You put it on some backgrounds and it's really a pretty blue. It's Apple Barrel. I get it at Walmart. I don't know if it's still there. It should be. But that's where I got it. Let's see if I can't get this to work around the 2 there. Allie K dropped the link to Chris's channel and to Becky's channel. Thank you, Allie K. Becky's been quilting. She's making baby quilts, I think. She's a sewer. She outdoes me with the sewing. She was showing all this fabric that she got at the thrift store. Just blew my mind. And yardages of it, 3.5, 4 yards. And she always finds yarn, although she didn't find it. She said, I didn't find as much yarn this time. She only found one skein. But usually she finds all these skeins of yarn. Yep. Yeah. This is not hard. You know, it's kind of relaxing to do this. And who knows what I'll put inside of these. Be fun to do a slow stitch in them, wouldn't it? Or a tat. Wouldn't it be fun to glue a tat down there? Could I send it through the mail? I think I probably could. If I put it on there, sew it on. A little tat in the center of these every now and then, not every one. Wouldn't that be fun? I'll have to get to tatting. Hi, Rachel. Suspicious. Black ink on paint on Mary's fingers. Yeah, I was using Fabri-Tac, and that got my fingers all sticky. I put these little, Rachel, these are batik. You'll have to go back and look at the batik pieces that I tore up. I had batik scraps left over from when I was doing a project with Rosemary, a batik project. Well, I was doing her class, her batik class. I wasn't doing it with her, but it was her inspiration for batik. And I had these little pieces left over. And, you know, they really went on here, but now I seem to be covering. They're falling into the background. My numbers, I don't want them to fall into the back. Good to see you, Rachel. Rachel is in Dee Dee's stream a lot. Rachel is from Canada, if I understand correctly. Or is it Nova Scotia? Are you in Nova Scotia or Canada, Rachel? I have you placed in Canada. Yeah. When I first met Rachel, what were we doing? I can't remember. I was counting how many, what was it? And I was trying to get it to 100 of them. I can't remember what I was counting, Rachel, but I would put in the number, then I put in the next number, and Rachel was making fun of me. And she was doing it good-naturedly, but I didn't know who she was. Nova Scotia would still be Canada, but I'm in Ontario. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Do you remember that, Rachel? It was in Dee Dee's stream. And I thought, here's this lady. I'm trying to follow Dee Dee's prompts or whatever Dee Dee was doing, and she's making fun of me. Tell her to stop. And Rachel has turned out to be a very, very nice friend. I didn't know Rachel. Everybody else knew Rachel. She's being mean to me. And then she wrote me this really nice message saying, I only meant it in fun, Meri. I'm sorry. And she probably was just having fun, and I didn't take it quite that way. And I imagine Janet and Picola were just laughing over it. Bimini Blue. Thank you, Allie K. Yeah, this is Bimini Blue. She says, I am so sorry. Ah, Rachel, there's nothing to be sorry about. I must have been in a bad mood that day. I can't remember. Was I counting opposites or something? We were, Dee Dee was doing a Society of Idea Collector. And I think she was saying, make a list of opposites. And I would do the opposite, I think, and then, or was it positive and negative? I can't remember. And then I would give it a number, and I was trying to get to 100. And every time I think of a new one, I'd number it and yell it out. And you were put in your place. Let me tell you, Rachel, your place is always welcome. I must not have been in a very good mood that day. I love Dee Dee's Society of Idea Collectors. She did one not too long ago, and I popped in not knowing she was doing Society of Idea Collector. And yay! Dee Dee is where I first learned about mind mapping. I never mind mapped until I met Dee Dee. I just got a few left, but I think I'm going to have to put some more paint out here. And Society of Idea Collector is more than mind mapping, though. It's about generating ideas and recording them. When you get them, Dee Dee always says, write it down. Write it down. I might have to do a blue one over that. I'm trying to use up what I have here. And I try to write down my ideas. I have an idea floating in my head for a crochet project. And I want to get that done. And it's just a small project, but it's my own design. And I want to get it done. 2 more. Can I get 2 more out of this? What's on my brush? Come on. There we go. Let me put that in water. I am liking this. Now, let's go back to the other one. I think I can do one more prompt. Well, we're at 5 prompts. The next prompt is stamp with a household item. So we have done, well, I've done 5 prompts, but we skipped 2. So he's actually ready for prompt 7. We've actually gone through 6 prompts, but I skipped number 2. I might go back Sunday night and start with the magazine image. The thing about finding all the prompts and writing them down first, you're more planning what you're going to do on here according to what's next. When somebody hosts a prompt session, I like it when they don't read out all the prompts at first. They'll do a prompt and then they'll pick a prompt. And then they'll do a prompt and then they'll pick a prompt. And I never know what's coming next. Rachel, let me show you my fairy lady. What did I do with my fairy lady? Here. We did this tonight. Let me turn it over so you can see. We did the fairy lady tonight too. She was kind of a moth butterfly. A pattern was from the nature project that Rosemary was doing, and I started it and I never got it done. I had all the wings done, but tonight I added an image here. Rosemary did not have a lady here. She had a head, a bug head. But I added the short wings here tonight, and I put a tatted, not a tatted, no, this is a crocheted. I got this in an eBay haul. But I'm liking her a lot. She's kind of my main project for tonight. And then we just did the first 5 prompts of the Pick 10. I'm not going to stay on past 10 o'clock tonight because I'm really tired. And we got to get up early tomorrow, or earlier than we usually do. So I'm going to finish the last of my prompt Sunday night, and we'll finish off the postcards, and that'll give me time to look for magazine images. But I do think I probably plan this out a little bit more when I know what prompts are coming next. But that's okay for the postcards, because these are postcards that I'm going to send. Bye, Rachel. She said, I just popped in and I must pop out again. Sending a hug to all. I really want to thank those of you who came tonight. I'm going to bug out myself. Bug out. I'm going to bug out because I am tired. And I want to wish you all, if I don't see you Sunday night or see you online before Sunday night, I wish you all a good weekend. Have a great weekend. You know, I'm going to fold this in half. You know, could I do that? Or would that be too distracting? I think that would be too distracting. Let's fold this in half. I'm thinking about my thumbnail. And maybe I'll let some of this postcard show. And use this for my thumbnail. We could actually fold this a little down too. So I kind of framing it out. Like that. And that'll be my thumbnail. And it'll be closer in. Brenda says, I played along sort of. Oh, I'd love to see what you did, Brenda. You made a 9x12 page for my collage book. Oh, that's cool. And I used all the prompts except for gold. My gold pen has hidden itself. My gold pen does that too. It must be a trick of gold pens. I don't like this. I like it here, but I don't like it for my thumbnail. I'm going to turn this around and put it like this when I take my thumbnail. There. I don't get that brown spot. I like it on the postcard, but yeah. You're fading tonight too? Well, Lori, you have a good week. Will you be, do you stream on Saturday mornings, Lori? I forget. I know you stream on Monday nights, and I know you stream on Sunday mornings. Do you stream on and I know you stream on Thursday mornings. Do you stream on Saturday mornings? Brenda says, good night. Good night, Brenda. Have a good one. Lori might have dropped out. All right. I'm going to bug out myself. Have a great weekend on Sunday. Okay. I knew you streamed on Sunday. You know, this little leaf ribbon might look good on her hanging down at the tail. We'll have to think about that. That might be too much, but I kind of like it there. Well, anyway, stop, Meri. You said good night. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time. Make the best of it. Go do some art. Just enjoy your life. We only get one. Bye.